Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LEC matchup.
Though, MDK hold on to a very small gold lead that they've been able to build with the small jungle advantage that Latvia continues to find. This HP is very low though.
Yeah, Hansama looking for that plasma stack, goes in with the Zenith blade, but the cleanse away from Hansama should be enough to take down Alvaro. Now Super in a 1v2, Hansama flashes, the Gleaming Quill was enough healing to keep Hans alive, and it's a 2-for-0 in the bot lane. Hex flash, but Mickey's able to grand entrance his way to safety. MDK control of the neutrals early doors, and we didn't see this that much in game 1 here, seeing a lot more in game 2. They feel like they have the impetus to go in with the Zenith blade. Aloya looking for the smite, lands it, and the follow-up onto Yike is enough. No escape for him, he's down. Alvaro takes the kill. Meanwhile in the bot lane, Hansama's dived in with the killer instinct, the ignite ticking, Mickey dying! It just needed one more auto G2, but MDK even out the score. The player's point of view, so obviously he has flash on that, doesn't it, because it was Super's point of view.
Yes.
So many spectator modes. Doesn't have flash now, and now he's about to come back off cooldown. Super stayed around for a while, and yet, as you say, likely to die here. Caps takes it, Mickey tanks the tower, and G2 will finally put that Ezreal in the dirt.
That was an awkward situation where both Hans and Super just kept sticking around.
Forward here. Yike missed the boat breaker. Alvaro just dodged to the side of it. The charm coming out as well. Alvaro does have the solar flare, but there's 4 members of G2 surrounding him. Solar flare comes out. TP as well invested.
He doesn't die.
By MDK. He doesn't die, as you say, but Frescawi did have to TP down to make sure that Alvaro was safe enough.
So now they have Frescawi down in bot side catching the waves, which isn't a disaster. TPing down bot, as well as securing grubs and opening through mid if you're the Ezreal to catch those waves too. Kennen, BB, is going to potentially contest these grubs. I wonder if he could potentially steal one away.
No passive on Frescawi. They're going to look for him. Mickey stepped out early. Frescawi going in, has that shadow surge, but can't land it now with Caps TPing in as well. Frescawi is surrounded by G2 and doesn't really have anywhere to go. Flashes away from the charm, but the cease and desist will follow him. He finds one so far. Shadow surge dodged by Mickey. Now Caps trying to trade back in, but Frescawi has survived for a long time in this battle. Mickey dashes forward, Gleaming Quill hits, as does the charm. In the end, G2 make it a 1-for-1.
I mean, Frescawi makes the best out of a bad situation.
Style, but so far, this gourmet that you've laid out for us is working well.
The Vex, I think, has had so much work. I feel like Rakan is scared to dash forward, and all the dashing champs are just struggling.
Cleanse away from Hansama. Dark Binding eaten by Mickey. True Shot Barrage coming out as well. The Soul Shackles almost connect on Mickey, but he's able to dodge away just at the right moment. Yike now the next target. He's taken out by Super. Another Dark Binding lands, and under the tower, Hansama is sent packing. Caps is going to Spirit Rush forward here, but right into the face of Elioya. Flash away. Caps dashes back across the wall.
A nice little skirmish from MDK where they leverage numbers advantage to find 2 quick kills. They set themselves up nicely to secure the dragon and this mid tower. And ultimately that means that Mirwin has been snowballing on the top side, a 1.9k lead for him. There's Morgana.
They decided to back away. Weren't sure who was reinforcing Caps in at the bottom lane. They probably also saw Yike as he came out of the bush. Alvaro here can trade with Mickey, but it's more to be a nuisance than anything else. Just try and gain control of as much of the river as possible. Still a while before the next Drake. Yike dashing forward with the Vault Breaker. G2 looking for something here. You can see Super starting to react. Charm goes down. Quickness in as well as Mickey looks for the backline. Double TP invested. Cease and desist into the slicing Maelstrom. And Alvaro and Elioya are already gone. Super next up. Hansama dashing in, but the Shadow Surge will chase him down. Mirwin's fallen, and now it's all on that Shadow Surge. What can you do, Frescawi? How much damage can you put down? You get a reset when you get the kill. In the end, MDK won't look for more, it seems. Yike, Caps, and Broken Blade still standing.
So the lack of exhaust really biting MDK there onto the Kennen ult coming through. And I think the crucial thing was Ahri, Caps on this Ahri, managing to get away from the chain CC of Alvaro, ending up with the best case scenario for G2 in my opinion. Managed to find a T5 win after being down so much.
Have some time with the tier 2 in that bot lane, but I mean, although Kennen can take towers, not the quickest at it. It's Mirwin. Trinity Force complete. He goes for more. Dash away from Caps with that Spirit Rush.
I mean, the thing is with G2's composition, right, is it's full send. You have to engage and find these angles through the Black Shield and through the Vex. And if you don't find them, you're just going to automatically lose by default. So it's on G2 here to find these engages with these flanks, potentially with a Kennen flank or something like this.
Well, we talked about in the draft, right, that if this MDK composition falls behind, it's going to be very difficult for them to really find avenues. But they have it. They've leveraged the strength of their laners, and they've put themselves in a good spot. And now they're the ones putting constant pressure down onto G2, ultimately trying to play the map as much as possible and not give them that ability to find that shotgun engage.
2 more tier 2s to MDK. Caps getting a chunk of his HP as well. Broken Blade's going to stay around and put some pressure on the inhibitor tower. MDK invested all of their resources in taking these two tier 2s and the jungle away. Broken Blade has had a lot of time with his inhib tower, though. Shadow Surge, a possibility from Frescowies. He might look for the chase immediately. The rocket belt away from Broken Blade means the inhibitor tower does fall.
To Ignite, which generally says we're going to get a big lane lead and make up for the lack of exhaust as the game goes on. They don't get the lane lead.
Has no flash. Cease and desist to follow up. They're looking for more CC here. Alioya puts Dark Binding back down. Bolt Breaker in, but the Black Shield enough to keep Super safe from the knockup. Yike flashes the wall. Alvaro chases him. Killer Instincted by Hans Summer. And now MDK are all at arrears. Alioya getting chased out. Caps going forward with the Spirit Rush. Needs the charm. Hits it. A double so far for Hans Summer in the fight. Alvaro trying to Zenith play it out, but I'm not sure the escape can be anything but a flash across the wall. He manages to escape in the end. Shadow Surge hits only Hans Summer. G2 find 2 in the top side.
And we heard it from the interview. They have to play together.
Scout didn't use his passive to knock Mickey back. I think he was still dead anyway. That's 3. Baron's up in 7 seconds time.
To give this Dragon up for sure. No TP flank down in bot side, and they're giving up Soul Point for some tier 3 gold. So
Killed
tier 1
and find a few kills and assists himself. That will scale, obviously, incredibly fast, and they might look for Frescowi on the bottom side. Alioya's walking away from him. There's the charm, and there's another. An assist at least for Caps, make it 12 stacks.
The last time Frescowi was in a side lane, he was able
really
to...
posturing. Frescowi actually dropped a bunch of waves down bot side to potentially look for a fight around that Nash.
Alioya jumped on, no time for the Black Shield, and Alioya's down. The charm coming out as well as Super's locked up. Solar Flame on the backline, Fear onto Mickey, but he's still half HP, and with the TP coming in, Mickey going back forward for Super once again. Broken Blade TP's in. Caps has a teleport of his own. We'll see if MDK overstep, because there's that ward just above where Alvaro is if Caps wants to TP in behind.
It's that vicious Baron. You've got to remember that a lot of poke is still available for MDK. Corki, Ezreal.
It's a mega Blasco, and the one thing the Chemtech Rift does for us, Vedius, is give the cannon the flank position.
Potential.
Caps looking for the charm, cannon goes in, he's feared immediately, but the dive into the backline, Merwin able to escape. There's one, he's looking to make it 2. It's 2 from Merwin, and G2 are now all hailing the retreat. MDK fight them off for the Baron.
Frescowi with the sick.
Alioya, I don't think MDK are going to allow them to get that close again. Oh, flash forward from Alvaro, looking for that shield of Daybreak. Dark Binding coming out as well. Broken Blade goes in with the flash, slicing Maelstrom is the follow-up there! A Killer Instinct! And it's a supernova of damage from G2. Caps diving forward, they'll find another fight. Still fighting against 2 here as Merwin falls as well. I said they wouldn't get close enough, but MDK delivered them on a golden platter.
I mean, they tried to force a fight way too hard. Broken Blade this time could find the angle.
And it's always difficult to
get
that TP flank. There we go. He called it, Aragon. Merwin will have the Valkyrie, and Broken Blade only has half his health left. Counter TP coming out as G2 trying to run through the river to react. Broken Blade pops the slicing mountain. The charm on Frescowi as he came out of the TP was perfect, but Merwin's able to trade one back so far. Caps trying to get away. Merwin need another order. The true jump barrage going wide. The Rocket doing the same. Meanwhile, on the top side, Alvaro goes in with the Solar Flare. Alioya trying to get away, but he's already burned the Black Shield, and he's caught up in the cease and desist. And now G2 have got them in their claws. They found them in the pincer movement. Super and Merwin have a lot of damage between them, though. Merwin already level 18. Yike able to dodge away from the Phosphorus Bomb, but it's just an auto from Merwin, enough to take him low. The Battle Dance not quite able to connect. And Merwin and Super are doing everything they can to keep MDK in this game.
Caps is still around, but he doesn't have the HP to fight. What should have been a disastrous situation for MDK ends up pretty
Super
good.
flashes!
As Super gets himself a final kill, ticks over to level 16. Super and Merwin.
He calls them good, and now a TP comes through.
Oh God, Broken Blade, you're right in the middle of the meat grinder. That TP was suboptimal.
Yes, it was, and it was an easy kill for MDK. They've been able to close the gold gap. I mean, it's been pretty close, a back and forth consistently throughout this game.
You can look for a steal, but whoever goes in there, that's a one-way ticket. You're not getting out of the pit.
MDK, their composition, showcasing the strength of it once it reaches that late game point. I will say that last fight, is that really their sights now on the base of G2. Now looking to equalize this series.
And when TPing in, G2 trying to find a way, find a flank perhaps, but MDK once again doing their due diligence. They've warded their flanks. It's going to be hard for Broken Blade to get in. He does have the flash. Bolt Breaker from Yike back to the safety of the tower, but Caps already takes half his HP. Broken Blade will keep Frescowy at bay, takes half of his, but MDK have already broken the inhibitor line and broken the inhibitor alongside it. Double cannon minions pushing in. G2 trying to clear the wave, but they don't have too much wave clear. Frescowy forced away. Broken Blade has the flash, and the engage coming out from G2. Super stunned up. Shadow Surge blocked with the Zonyas, but a dive onto the backline from Hans Summer is purely a dive into death. Frescowy fears him immediately when he lands, and MDK find 4 in the fight. The Nexus towers in their eyes, and they'll even out the series 1-1.
MDK, they knew the only way they would lose was through those flanks. I don't know if you caught it, guys.
These were the best highlights from today's LEC matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
See you on the next one.